last topic and the most fresh on our minds. A young woman by the name of Halle Bailey, a part of the Chloe and Halle group, they're both sisters, young black women, was chosen as the live action woman to play Ariel. If you watched, what's the show called? The Little Mermaid. See, I didn't watch The Little Mermaid. I was a Lion King girl, so I'm more pressed and excited about The Lion King. I don't care about the Little Mermaid, Jesus. However, everybody under the sun, and we all knew this was going to come the minute they said that she was going to play Ariel. She's a young woman of color. We knew that the people who are not of color were going to have issues and take issues with this. Now, the arguments are coming down to science, mermaid science, and they're saying that because Ariel lived in the sea and there was no sun that could get to her, she could, in fact, scientifically speaking, not be of color. Now, I cannot believe people are this pressed about this because 1, she's a fish. 2, it's a cartoon. 3, if you're really upset about the fact that they're making the new Ariel black, watch the old one. You have the old one. And in fact, in 2017, they made a Little Mermaid movie with a little white girl who they kind of spun the story a little bit differently. I'll show you a picture right here. You can go watch it.
Once long ago, in the deep blue below,
there's no such thing as mermaids.
You wouldn't say that if you had met one.
This just came in. It's like sweeping the region.
We followed stories like this before. They never lead anywhere.
Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But there's definitely a story here. Pack your bags. We're going.
Mississippi's always been magic. That part about that mermaid, well, that sure does interest me.
There is some magic that is real, and some that is illusion.
So let me introduce you to your dream.
The Little Mermaid of the Mississippi!
You're the mermaid.
I am.
How do you have legs?
It's a secret.
And I hope someone will.
Where I come from, we have a fairy tale about a little girl born on land, blessed with the heart of a mermaid.
She was real.
I was tricked. He took a part of me and he has it still.
There's no power greater than mine.
She can't leave without her soul. If she does, she dies. Stay away from her.
She doesn't belong to you. I won't let you have her.
I saw it. I saw the underwater kingdom. I believe. She said I had the heart of a mermaid.
You do.
You have that. So you have not 1 but 2 of the Little Mermaid being black or being white. I'm sorry if you feel like your childhood is being messed with, but the original movie's still there for you to watch. I'm not sure why you're so pressed about it. And if you're so upset about, a little bit of a difference for the little girls of today who are, trying to feel included and are seeing a movie that sort of looks a little bit different from the white girl narrative that we're used to with all of the princesses, because there's not a shortage of white princesses. There's a whole list of them. So for them to decide to make another little princess a woman of color, you feel like somebody's taking something from you. What are you losing? You still have a whole bucket list of white princesses. And this is a movie about a fish girl, not like a Cinderella or a Snow White or a Rapunzel or, the Sleeping Beauties. This is a fish girl who they're having to make black. And she's got dreads. I believe it. She, what's his name? Sebastian was Jamaican. So she very well could be coming from the Jamaican Sea. We don't know. You guys have so much time to be angry about race when there's so much worse things going on in the world for you to be giving your energy to. If you're that pressed, don't watch it. Nobody's saying you have to watch it. But the energy you're giving to the internet to complain about why scientifically she shouldn't be black, you could just move the hell on. Roll on if you don't care, if you're that upset about it. Roll on and don't talk about it. But the science behind why Ariel should be white is downright stupid. Okay? I'm sorry that we're in 2019 and not everybody you see on TV and in movies needs to look like white people. Because the fact of the matter is people who are of color, all kinds of colors, go to the movies too. We want to feel like we can relate to Ariel. There are little black girls out there who want to be mermaids too. Why can't they be represented? Y'all need to get over this race bullshit. This argument is getting tired, and I'm getting tired of seeing it. I'm getting tired of hearing it. You need to stop, okay? The science behind Ariel is dumb. And when you talk about it and you're so pressed that you're writing articles all over the internet, it's like, this is a fictional movie. This is a movie this story has been out for years. You really think that the person who wrote it way back in the donkey ages would be as pressed as y'all are? You didn't write it. You didn't star in it. You didn't do nothing for it. All you did was watch it. And the original is still out. Okay? Like, it's like, and this little girl is not only gorgeous, but she can sing her butt off. She's gonna do this movie she's gonna do this movie justice. If you're worried about the red hair, they can make her dreads red. But the fact of the matter is that she's black. They chose her. They felt like they needed to see a little bit of a difference. So I think what y'all need to do is get over it, because in the world today, there are loads of families that are mixed up, that are black and white, that are Asian and Indian. So movies need to represent the people who are watching them. And it's not all white viewers, okay? This is the fact of the matter. I go to the movies I'm an avid moviegoer because I love watching movies. And as a little girl growing up, I particularly didn't like Ariel because to me, I didn't feel no connection there. And I hated the damn crab because he was Jamaican. And I'm like, why are you going to make the crab Jamaican? Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm biased. I did not care for it. But when they came out with The Princess and the Frog, my nieces and you know, the little girls of color felt like they could connect to that. You have so much in the movie histories that you can connect to. Why do you feel like this little change you still can't connect to? You're still a little girl, whether you're a woman of color or not. You were still a little girl before, and you're still a woman now. So if you're really that pressed about the race, don't watch the new one. Nobody's asking you to. Nobody's telling you you have to. Watch the old one if you're going to be that upset about it, okay? Because it's 2019, and this bull about who should be white versus who should be black in these fictional stories is beyond me. And when you're talking about historical stories that don't address race and you just assume they're white, that's something you have to deal with. But the movie makers and the people who decided to make Ariel black this time don't have the issues you have. You say you're not racist, but this doesn't make sense to you. Why not? If you're not racist and you go to the store and you stand beside a black person, you can laugh and joke with them. Why can't you go to the movies and watch a little black girl on the screen and enjoy that movie just the same? What's the difference? If you say you're not racist or prejudiced, but this bothers you, I want you to give me a sound reason why. And I don't want it to be because mermaids couldn't be black because of the sea and there's no sun down there. Because the last time I checked, even though I didn't watch the movie, Ariel came out of the water too, often. She could have got some color, but I'm pushing it just like y'all are pushing it. So come at me with a real argument about why Ariel shouldn't be black, and I might change my mind. But in the meantime, y'all sound dumb. And this argument needs to stop. It's 2019. Unless you're an avid Trump supporter, get over race stuff. It's exhausting. Okay? These arguments you're stretching and you're reaching, and it's exhausting for us to feel like we need to defend why we should be represented in movies and in stories just like y'all do. Y'all have had plenty of years where it's been just you. And you'll still find movies today when it's majority just you. And you won't have a stereotypical white role like the black people have had to deal with. It's just white people. So when you get a little speckle of color every now and then, don't be so pressed about it. Let it go. Because it's 2019 and we're here.